town. Suddenly it all went down. Now we'll all be brothers up. The fossil fire of the sun. And now we'll all be sisters of the fossil blood of the moon. Someone must have set us up. Now we'll all be working in a cold river. Now we'll all be working in a hot metal steam. Now we'll all be working in a concrete. Real truth about it. No one ever, ever, ever gets it right. Real dark truth about it. We're all just supposed to try. There ain't no end to the sands I've been trying to cross. Real dark truth about it. My kind of life is not better off if I got mad or if I am lost. Long dark way, long dark way, long dark way. The big star is falling through, static in the distance. Must be a farewell transmission. Listen, listen.
Joe, Milton, you're following Heather Hatchett all night.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good place to be.
Okay.
Rickey Jean. All the folks around Madison County saw your memes. I keep
True.
going on that. I'm
True.
actually through the whole song, but I'm not going to do it. I got a song called Save Me From Myself,
Oh, that's a
which
good
is pretty self-explanatory. I've been watching you for my own selfish reasons, watching the way that you move in and out. Now I'm tried and convicted of emotional treason. Held myself a ransom and I can't get out. No, no, no. Well, I've been walking on the edge of living. Sometimes I think I just forgot how to be. Well, I ain't been taken and I haven't been given. Like someone pulled the plug, drained the life out of me. I'm not sure what I should do. I was hoping maybe you would save me from myself. Save me from myself. Well, I know there was a time life was easy. least I know that that's what somebody said. Now the thought of getting up, well, it's making me queasy, but nothing like the feeling when I'm going to bed. I wouldn't want to put you out. You know that's not what I'm about. Won't you save me from myself? Won't you save me from myself? Please save me from myself. Won't you save me from the fear? Oh, I can't stand the pain. I could use your help just to find myself again. Just to find myself again. I was hoping maybe you could find it in your heart, see what you can do. Help me save me from myself. Just save me from myself. Please save me from myself. Save me from, save me from, save me from, save me from myself. Save me from, save me from, save me from, save me from myself. Thank you.
Might want a chair over there for your drink. This is awfully far.
Can I go before you start your tune?
So I was driving up and down Highway 35 between Dallas and Oklahoma City a few times, and back when there was a lot of hitchhikers, there seemed to be people hitchhiking up and down Highway 35, and it looked like they had red dust all over their jeans and boots. And after seeing that many times, my imagination went wild, and I never did stop and pick up one of those hitchhikers and ask them what they were doing. But I just made up a story about maybe this is what was happening. Red dirt and a broken heart.
I like that. That's fun songwriting.
There's red dirt on the cars that pass me by. There's a red sunset in that Oklahoma sky. I'm walking back to Texas down Highway 35. Can someone give this broken heart a ride? It's all over, I can't pretend. She found someone new, she calls me friend. I don't know how to be that friend. I thought forever was never gonna end. There's red dirt on the cars cars that pass me by. There's a red sunset in that Oklahoma sky. I'm walking back to Texas down Highway 35. Can someone give this broken heart a ride? She said someday I'll find the one for me. Then she'll be just a memory. But what about this hole in my heart? Was it just a lie right from the start? There's red dirt on the cars that pass me by. There's a red sunset in that Oklahoma sky. I'm walking back to Texas down Highway 35. Can someone give this broken heart a ride? I'm walking back to Texas down Highway 35. Can someone give this broken heart a ride? Thank you very much. So I think it's Heather Hatchett's turn again.
Back to me already. Well, this is fun, going back and forth. This is a song I wrote after I discovered Jerry Jeff Walker's Viva Terlingua Wheels, that album Viva Terlingua. This is my song I wrote called Wheels, but I felt like it was kind of inspired by his, like a seed he kind of gave me. And so this is my Wheels. It's got a lot of musical references in it. Let's see if anybody notices any.
Leaves are turning brown, all the winds are blowing in. The stock change in the scenery is gonna change me once again. Seems like with every season change that I am born again. That I'm born again. So baby, pick us up some tickets and pick me up at home. I can cast a heavy blanket, baby. Don't think I don't know when you wake me in the morning or weekend. Take this on to the road. Whoa, 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 whoa. We can take it to the road. deepest deep dark woods. Dew's gonna roll away, sun's gonna stake its claim. We'll be understood. Do you hear what I've been saying, baby? Do you think it wasn't so? All the dreams that we were dreaming, baby. Do they never grow? Whoa, 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 whoa. They never grow. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I spin wheels of madness, and we will spin on wheels of love. We will spin on wheels that take us through this deep into the mud. We are all lost in China flowers that just keep drifting through these mouths. Let the dew on your face take you through these. Have a chance. Go change the light. Go change the light.
Thank you.
So he's talking about the red dirt. I remember I lived in LA for 25 years, and we used to go up to the mountains and Big Bear, and used to rise above the red cloud at some point, going to Big Bear or I forget the other lake up there, Arrowhead, and about 5,000 or 6,000 feet, you'd be looking down at the red cloud. And got better over the years, but
Was that like pollution?
yeah. And out in the Empire, and it kind of blew from L.A. It depended on which way the wind was blowing. If it would blow east, it would end up in the, as you see all the truckers talking about all the warehouses in the Inland Empire. Well, you got all the mountains blocking it off, so it kind of blow out to the Inland Empire and just kind of stay, you know. Wow. Got better over the years, though. Well, I got a song called, I've never done this song before. It's called One Way Love. Skipped a beat, soared 1,000 feet. I could barely breathe when I learned the truth. My heart skipped a beat, fell 1,000 feet, shattered on the street with my picture of you. Let me know when you're done playing with my heart. It must be fun for you. In my eyes, I get all wound up like a doll that cries when you pull the strings. Maybe someday I'll come to with the wrong way on a one-way love with you. Well, I'm so innocent. Me off the wall.
Here's a little song that got some play on some FM radio stations in Chicago because I think the disc jockey thought I was a folk singer. And then I guess he looked at some pictures of me and said, man, I don't know if he's a folk singer or not. But this song was become real important to me because unbeknownst to me, I was at a recording studio in Commerce, Texas. And the guy that owned the studio and running the studio was just becoming the artist and recording director for a little record label. And what he was actually doing was auditioning me for that little record label, the Louisiana Hayride Records. And if he liked the first song that we were going to record, then he was going to offer me to be on that little record label with a big name, a little record label with a big name. But this is a true story. I was over in East Texas, and this is what happened to me at lunch one day. It's called Waiting on My Time. One day I walked into a small town cafe. There sat an old man with a right friendly face. He said, pull up a chair, the coffee's mighty fine. Won't you join me while I'm waiting on my time? He said there was a time when I could conquer the world. There was a time when I turned the head of a pretty girl. There was a time when time was on my side, and the years of life had found a place to hide. Now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time, watching the people as they all go by. I know one day I'll kiss this all goodbye. But right now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time. He said there was a time when I'd laugh at a walking cane. There was a time when I'd run out and dance in the rain. I guess I have outlived all my spit and shine, and now I'm riding that train to the end of the line. I'm just sitting here waiting on my time, watching the people as they all go by. I know one day I'll kiss this all goodbye. Right now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time. I know one day I'll kiss this all goodbye. But right now I'm just sitting here waiting on my time. Thank you very much.
We all just sitting here waiting on our time.
But it's my time now.
It is. This is a song I wrote called Temple of Ruin. It's very lighthearted. It's not lighthearted at all. But I didn't realize when I wrote it, I wrote this song in one sitting real quick. And I didn't realize that it was also summer solstice the day that I wrote it. And it's about a light shining in. And I think it ended up being kind of lovely. So this is Temple of Ruin. I wrote it after a period of destruction in my life. So it's a little bit of a lot.
Walk over what's left of all the ruins and rubble here. And each day I lasso the broken shelves I find, and I choke on the dust of the things that have buried me there. And I'll try to rise from these graves and fall from their shrines. Don't carry a gun with me, it'll be silent and light. There's a ghost of the canyon staring straight down the line. And may your light come shine into this broken temple of ruin. And may your light come shine into this broken temple of ruin. And when I learned, I fell in here very deep with the howling wind. You know, I crowed for days for the sun to find a way. This time slips away from me, always a reckless thing I'm bound. There's nothing left to build with here, and these ruins just shells cracked deep. Now I love the feel of the sun on my guitar string. And I love the feel of the sun in my soul. And may your light come shine into this broken temple of ruin. And may your light come shine into this broken temple of ruin. Now I'm gonna call down a little sunshine today. I'm gonna call down a little sunshine today. And my makeup will be, and I'll decorate myself in the earth now. My makeup will be the kiss of the sun. And the hummingbird and white crane, they will illuminate my way. There's a rainbow process covers me. And may your light come shine into this broken temple of wood. May your light come shine into this broken temple of wood.
Heather Hatchett. We are the Dallas Songwriters Association, the third Friday night of the month. Songwriters in the round, sorta.
Songwriters in a line.
And a line.
Well, Rickey was singing a song about the end of days there, and you were singing that song, and you also said you were inspired by the solstice.
Yeah,
Well, I woke up 4 a.m. on December 24th and wrote this song. Didn't dawn on, or I mean, it was December 27th, and it didn't dawn on me for a couple of days that was my dad's birthday, and he's been gone for some years. And, it could be about my time, my demise. Now, I play harmonica, but I don't play like Rickey does. I can't play and sing and play at the same time. So I'm just going to do a little prelude to this song, and it's called COVID Blues. This isn't a dirty song, no. Well, I'm tired of the COVID. It's all that's on the news. I wake up in the middle of the night, COVID blues. Well, it never takes a breather. It's with me night and day. Maybe I can turn some ventilators on eBay for extra pay. Ain't gonna sanitize and wear a mask to pay my dues. Ain't gonna die of COVID, gonna die from COVID blues. Can't see any concerts, I can't go to any place. The Cowboy played on Wednesday, I completely missed the game. And even if I hadn't, ain't gonna clap my hands, 'cause I can't compete with all those blown up cardboard people in the stands. Ain't gonna wear a mask or sanitize to pay my dues. Ain't gonna die of COVID, gonna die of COVID blues. Yeah. Well, the king is feasting while he tells us dinner is a sin. Armageddon won't be caused by some old Wuhan pangolin. Let's vaccinate the politicians, leave the rest to die, and then they won't have no one to be mad for the long time. And I ain't been to the office in just about a year. I'm sick and doomed if one more Zoom I see or watch or hear. You talk about Thanksgiving, wreck my Christmas too. My birthday was a non-event, and New I'll die from COVID blues. Well, now the king ain't got no clothes on. He's taking dinner at the laundromat. Apocalypse won't be caused by some old Chinese bat. Inoculate the prisoners, leave the rest to die. Quit bitching about the stimulus. Let's all just go get high. That might be a bad idea. We'll all just settle down. Get back to being decent folks and not a bunch of clowns. Just remember where we came from and where we're going to. Maybe I can get some sleep, maybe lose these COVID blues. Though 19 is a novelty, it's one that I can't use. So send it back to China. Let's be done with COVID blues.
You know, one of the things that happens whenever you're doing this songwriter in the round or in a line is someone will sing a song, make you think of one of your songs. You know how that happens. So I have a COVID pandemic song, but it's not as cute as that.
Well,
and I like
it's
to
got pretty chords.
I could tell you all a story that I'm really a person with a heart of gold and a sixth sense, and I could just, sense when to call people. But that'd be a lie, yeah. Because this song came from
Just
a
up
butt
here telling
dial.
lies tonight.
I just accidentally butt dialed this person. And lo and behold, they needed to talk to somebody. They were lonely. And we talked for a while, and sort of at the end of the conversation, this person said, well, Rickey Jean, I just want to tell you something. The sound of your voice made my day. And I said, well, I'm glad I called you. So I hung up the phone and started doing this. It's so good to talk again. Yes, it's been way too long, my friend. Thoughts of you sometimes dance through my mind. Well, I'll confess it happens all the time. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. Long time no see, feels like forever. You're going your way and I'm going mine. The times between get longer, it seems. There's no one to blame and no fault to find. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day.
I gotta say, Rickey, you do have one of the more soothing voices I've ever heard.
Yeah, very soothing.
Well, thank you.
Everybody says that about you. He'd be the guy I'd want to call me up when I was troubled. It would calm me right down.
So was that? I was like, I have a cover song too. Now I'm like, do I play that one? I haven't played it in ages since I wrote it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't played it in so long. It's gonna be really rough.
Well, the thing about it is, we will never know.
You must be pretty young because COVID's only been around for a year and a half. When I say it's been a while, I mean like a while.
Can y'all hear that guitar okay over there? You can? Okay.
I can turn it up.
I think I'm okay right now. Let me just fill it out. I might not wait to turn it on.
Moving around the house in an unfamiliar car. Kicking dust up on an unfamiliar road. Pressing on with trying to meditate this ground. Birthing force and hoping for it to fly. The season came and it blew and fast. Better catch it for you're the first to know. When people still drive around in motor cars, running around wearing all the scars they throw. No one knows about the secrets that I found. I've been digging deep into this old ground. Tucking roots back neatly into their little mound. Oh, so quietly things grow without a sound. season came and it blew and fast, but it catch if you're the first to go. Well, people still drive around in motor cars, running around wearing all the scars they throw. The season came and it blew and fast, but it catch if you're the last to know. People still drive around in motor cars. Something like that. I think I was actually out in the wrong key, but that's okay.
All right. Well, I was talking about that COVID tune. I wrote it on my dad's birthday, and funny, today I was out at Restland, like right across the way from my dad's grave. All these things that made me play that song. Well, I got a song that's just more generalized tragedy. And it's actually kind of cathartic, might be the word. It's about a guy that robbed a store and got put in prison, got out and came back to tell the owner he was sorry, and the owner shot him. It's called Second Chances. It's time for robbing a 5 and dime. One-time loser living on the street. The man decided he had paid for his crime, didn't give him a job or a place to sleep. He walked in the store where he once did wrong. Boss pulled a gun and shot him down. Thought he was there to do more harm. Policeman found him bleeding on the ground. Well, we are not often blessed with a second chance. Life's full of lessons that have to be learned. So easy to get caught up in circumstance. Second chances, well, they have to be earned. Second chances have to be earned. Well, they called for a bus and they hauled him away. Got the house breaches for his last request. Doc said he won't live the day. Before he dies, he's got something to get off his chest. Grabbed the preacher's hand, said, pray with me for the man that shot me with his gun. There's one thing on earth, death I need to help him live with what he's done. We are not often left with a second chance. Life's full of lessons that have to be learned. So easy to get caught up in circumstance. Second chances have to be earned. Second chances have to be earned. Jesus saved my soul while I did my time in prison. I walked into that store hoping I could give up. Hoping I could give up. It's time for robbing a 5 and dime. Now the future is no longer in doubt. Couldn't get away from his only crime. Second chance just didn't work out. We are not often blessed with a second chance. Life's full of lessons that have to be learned. So easy to get caught up in circumstance. Now second chances, they have to be earned. Second chances have to be earned. Kind of a sad story.
where do I go from there for that song?
You got lots of different directions you can go.
Well, I have several songs that were on my first album that were full of colorful characters. And there was one song that didn't make it on the first album, but it was released as a single later, and then it was on the third album. But I just want to say that this colorful character is not in my family. But it is one of the most popular songs that I've written, and people are always requesting this song. It's about a successful businesswoman in Galveston, Texas in the late 1800s. It's called Island Red. She was a red-headed German girl, abandoned by a rich businessman on the streets of old Galveston. She came over on an ocean liner. No one ever looked any finer who walked the streets of old Galveston. Island Red, she was a beauty, they all said. Island Red, she always turned their heads as she called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped and watched as she walked by. She always lived at the finest hotels, and as far as anyone could tell, she never once ever ran out of money. She only did what she had to do to buy those fancy clothes and shoes and keep those tears from her eyes so blue. Now she was full of mystery. One look at her could cause misery and fill your dreams with a woman with hair so red. Island Red, she was a beauty, they all said. Island Red, she always turned their heads as she called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped and watched as she walked by. beauty, they all said. Island red, she'd always turn their heads. She called herself Island Red. They just called her beautiful, that good-looking woman who walked the Strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped and watched as she walked by. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped and watched as she walked by. Oh, yeah?
I think I'm going to stand up so I wake up a little bit. I don't sit still as good as these gentlemen. Wish I did.
Oh, no. We remember the story when you started to sing? I made sure that the straws were in such a way that he sang after you.
This is a song about rock and roll. I didn't write this one, but I fell in love with it. And I love that it was such a female call to like rock and roll. So I had to learn it as soon as I heard it. And I probably don't do it as great as Martha Wainwright, but I'm going to try.
I was never alone in the middle of the lake, and I was always outside of my mind. And every dream I never lied. And in the common room I cried. And in the common room I cried. And rock and roll is a mighty low fall. Is a mighty loud call. Is a mighty loud call. And I live my life in the middle of the night. My breath goes up and down, counting time. And by the light of day, I fade away. And in the common room, I cry. And in the common room, I cry. But there's rock and roll. And you call my name. You call me to this little stage, so I can sing my little songs of joy and pain. Words of change. Till I sing for you in the rain. common room. The toilet tastes too. But there's rock and roll. And can you save my life? Can you make me live forever? Can you save my life? And in the common room I cry. And in the common room I cry. But there's rock and roll. It's a mighty loud call. Mighty loud fall. Mighty loud call. Call me to the stage where I sing my little songs of joy and pain. Winds of change till I sing to you into the rain.
So the rules are here we can do a cover song or two. We don't have to do all originals. And I may have forgot to tell you that.
You did. I should have brought the music to the song I sang today for the funeral. It was really pretty. I'll tell you what, as tragic as it was so nice to see the lady that hired me just turn around when I was singing so comfortably that I actually knew the song and played it. She was so just, you could see a sense of relaxation come over, which is kind of what you do in those situations. Cover tunes. Nah. Well, I got a song right here. There was this show. Did anybody ever see Hellcats?
Oh, yeah.
Great show about cheerleaders. About college cheerleaders, and the music supervisor actually called me up and said we have a show about a guy who left and his daughter became a cheerleader and a singer, and he came back into her life when he was like much older, when she was like pushing 20, and he was so sorry he'd ever left. So he asked me to write a song about that, and this is what I wrote. It's called "The Best Thing That Never Happened to Me." Let me tune up. Remember that day the sun shone so bright, still warm as my heart on the coldest night. Well, look at you now. Don't know what I was looking for. Could have stayed right here, could have been your star. Could have gone far. Look at you now. You're the best thing that never happened to me. You're the best thing that never happened to me. wrong turn right out of the gate. Well, I meant to get back, but I'm just a little late. Look at you now. Kept chasing the dragon, didn't have a happened to me. You're the best thing, oh yeah, that never happened to me. Oh, just look at you now, oh, beauty face. Wish I could see myself in your There's a warm wind blowing up from the south. I didn't know then, oh, maybe I figured out. Oh, maybe I figured out. You're the best thing that never happened to me. That never happened to me. Thank you. It was in the show. Yeah, it only lasted one season though. I was hoping to get a bunch of. Yeah. It was on Nashville Network, I think.
Well, here's my cover song for tonight. You know, there's this fellow Texas singer-songwriter guy by the name of Lyle Lovett. And I heard this song and I thought to myself, this is the world's most romantic song, the perfect love song. It's just like nothing I've ever heard like this is so beautiful before. And so I decided I'm just going to learn this song because this is the perfect romantic love song. My dear, I have something to ask you, and I'll try to get it right. You heard the light crust doughboys all sing of Martha White. On the way to someone's heart, dear, that old expression's true. So as long as we're apart, here's my request of you. Don't cheat on me with cornbread. Don't cheat on me with beans. Don't cheat on me with bacon cooked up with collard greens. Don't cheat on me with biscuits with jelly sweet and blue. Keep it in that place where you know it will be true. Keep it in your pantry. 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 Oh, keep it in your pantry. 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 Well, I hate that I am leaving and leaving you behind, but soon I'll be returning with a healthy appetite. Oh, and if you are not hungry as once you were before, I'll know you have betrayed me behind that kitchen door. Keep it in your pantry. 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 Oh, keep it in your pantry. 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 Now I've dined the whole world over, and I've had the fries of France, the melons of Verona, and the sausage of Gannance. But no matter where I've been to, from Houston down to Rome, there's nothing quite as tasty as what's cooking right at home. Keep it in your pantry. 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 Oh, keep it in your pantry. 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 Mr. Lyle, love it. Thank you very much.
I've never heard that one. Never heard that song. This is a poem I wrote called Hideaway. When I don't write music, I write poetry. And sometimes they kind of merge. So this was a poem before it was a song. So it's obviously kind of different when I start playing it. But it's kind of about having a safe place to watch destruction, but also a confession of my life of destruction and healing. And anyway, there's also some really heavy references to Bob Dylan in it. So if you're a fan of his, I didn't even mean for that to happen. It just slips in there, you know. It's called Hideaway. From breath of will, and of the mirages I have run to, equal only to this house of mirrors standing here. And here I've lied in the sand, being birthed again and again. Inside me are load-bearing stumps to kindle minor fires. And they charge me one more and take the reins from here. Now I've been knocking in the cold night to your door with a blazing fire on up there inside. And I've moved through corridors and through pitch black blizzard. Some so dark the day, the night erases.
So Lord, pull me down now, and I'm gonna try to tie up these laces. I keep trying. And I'm gonna sing over you, flame, flame, flame. Song, song, song. Wind, 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 wind. You know, all these things go wrong, and open lives your way up again. But no junkie heart ever carries their own weight. Here you're just riding away. And at the end of the beginning and the beginning of the end, you know the veil is always thickest before it gets thin. My embers burn hard on my fire line. And here's where I sleep the rising. And I've moved through corridors and through pitch black places. Some so dark the day, the night the races. No life in this, I'm a better woman. Now I'm gonna light a fire and I'm gonna dance and sing and I'm gonna paint up my face. Now so take me to your hideaway. Take me to your hideaway. Take me to your hideaway. So I can watch safely this destruction and this hard, 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 hard rain.
By the way, that was Heather Hatchett. Have you got anything out there on the...
On Instagram, my sisters, we're putting stuff up for free for people to just listen to. Heather Hatchett with 2 T's and at the end. But yeah, I pretty much just do it for free. One day there'll be a poetry book.
And Joe, you have any... got stuff out there? SoundCloud, any...
Yeah, well, I got Joe Music, JOMUSIK recording studio. Go to Joe Music SoundCloud, Joe Milton SoundCloud, Joe Milton Reverb Nation, JoeMilton.com. Did all the music, all the songs for Desperate Housewives and Malcolm in the Middle, and so all the on-camera songs. So if you go back and watch those and you hear any on-camera stuff not score, those were all mine. I got a lot of stuff floating around out there. I'm not pushing myself so much right now. I'm mostly producing other people. But you know what? I actually put a couple songs on Reverb Nation the last couple days. So, cover tunes. I'm going to play another original tune. Now, this is an old tune that we had a band when I went on the road out of college, and we were on the road for 10 years, landed in L.A., had a deal which never really went through, that first one, but this was one of our songs, and I heard it a couple years ago, and I thought, what happened if you play it on acoustic guitar? Yeah, my guitar is... Battery went dead in my tuner, or else my brain. It's called Until My Heart Changes My Mind. The heart is a very fragile thing. Mine's broken. The doctors can't sew it up. And saying I'm sorry won't put it back together. Oh, Father Time, the medicine man of the heart, he's the only one who says how long till healing's done and love can start again. But my mind is choosing all the words I'm saying, Lord. It's got itself made up, though my heart keeps whispering, oh, let's make up, oh, I know it's wrong. You know, a broken record is not a very sweet song, but if we made a new one, I couldn't watch it break again. No, no. Till my heart, till it changes my mind. I can't see you, 'cause my heart is blind. Till my heart, till it changes my mind. Oh, I can't hold you, 'cause you're not mine. No. You hit me so low, a KO, the fight's over. You started dancing to a different tune, and now you're back, but I'm still licking my wounds. Oh, I can't deny that little voice whispering one more try, but it's lost amongst a choir singing why. Till it changes my mind. I can't say no, 'cause my heart is blind. Till my heart, till it changes my mind. Oh, I can't hold you, 'cause you're not mine. No. I'll tell me that you want me. Ooh, baby, I want you. Tell me that you need me. Till my heart, until it changes my mind. Oh, I can't see you, 'cause the heart is blind, heart is blind. Till my heart, till it changes my mind. I can't hold you, 'cause you're not mine. Thank you.
Well, I took the fatal jump, they say, and all of my albums and music are out there on the streaming channels. Spotify, Apple Music, all those things under Rickey Wright. And you never know where songs are going to come from. So I was sitting in a business network meeting, and the guy that just jumped up right there, and he always was the host of this meeting, and he'd always say that he appreciated everybody showing up for the business meeting, because the most valuable thing we have is time. And he was thanking us for sharing that time. So I got to thinking about that. And you know, I'm old enough now to look back and kind of, you know, have some regrets, but have some successes, and you know, that's really true. And I got to thinking, you know, it's not really the getting there. It's really the journey that we're enjoying. So I wrote this song called "It's Not the Getting There," and I slid that little idea about time is the most valuable thing that we'll ever have into the song. And I believe it's the bumper music for the podcast Warrior versus Zombie. If you're a podcaster out there, listen to podcasts. I wish I had learned this truth many years ago. Be thankful for the days, good and bad, out on life's road. But the miles become the teacher, while the student learns real slow, traveling blind most of the time. Wherever you go, it's not the getting there, it's the journey every day. It's not a race to see how many people know your name. One day you realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there. When you get there, you'll know. Funny how wisdom and youth are always two different games. The years flew by so fast, is the common human complaint. The memories in our mind turn to diamonds in our soul. And by the grace of God, on down the road we go. It's not the getting there, it's the journey every day. It's not a race to see how many people know your name. One day you realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there. When you get there, you'll know. One day you realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there. When you get there, you'll know. Or now, y'all want to take just a 5-10 minute break?
3 or 5?
Okay. We're going to take just a short break.
I didn't know we got breaks too.
Well, we usually don't, but special request.
My backside is wanting some ankle.
Oh yeah, I have to keep standing off.
I'm just numb. Right outside. It's actually right outside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right here, you know, yeah, right there.
It was your turn, wasn't it?
It was. I hear that's a specialty.
You can go right ahead.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know if I was breaking
No rules here.
I don't want to break Rickey Jean Wright's rules.
No house rules.
This is an 80s song that's been redone. It's called Fisherman's Blues. I wish I was a fisherman, tumbling
abandonment and love. No ceiling staring down on me except the starry sky above with light in my head. And you in my eyes. Oh, oh, oh. Light in my hair, yeah. You in my eyes. Oh, oh, oh. And I wish I was a train man, hurling fever trains, crashing headlong into the hard line like a cannon in the rain, with the bleeding of the sleepers and all the burning of the coal. Counting towns flashing by me and a night that's full of soul. Light in my hair, you in my eyes. Oh, oh, oh. Light in my hair, yeah. You in my eyes. Oh, 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 oh. You know, I know that I will be loosened from all the bars that hold me fast, and the chains that hang around me, they're gonna fall at last. And on that fine and fateful day, I will take thee in my arms. I will ride on a train and I will be a fisherman with a light in my hair. You in my eyes. Oh, 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 oh. Light in my hair, yeah. You in my eyes. Oh, oh.
All right.
Well, pardon? No. I ordered a martini.
You thought maybe it was both for you,
I was
huh?
like, I don't need to.
Yeah.
Well, you got me intrigued about cover tunes. Of all the cover tunes, there's a whole bunch I wish I'd written. And Harry reminds me, if your tune's been used in movies and television, then they are cover tunes. But this is one that I just really like. Name that tune. You got the cool water when the fever runs high. You've got that look of love light in your eye. And I was in crazy emotion till you calmed me down. Took a little time, but you calmed me down. When something goes wrong, I'm the first to admit, the first to admit it, but the last one to know. When something goes right, well, it's likely to lose me. It's apt to confuse me because it's such an unusual sight. Oh, I can't get used to something so right. Something so right. They got a wall in China. It's 1,000 miles long. To keep out the foreigners, well, they made it strong. And I got a wall around me that you can't even see. It took a little time to get next to me. Oh, when something goes wrong, I'm the first to admit it. First to admit it, but the last one to know. If something goes right, well, it's likely to lose me. It's apt to confuse me, because it's such an unusual sight. Oh, I can't get used to something so right. Something so right. Now some people never say the words I love you. It's not their style. Be so bold. No, no. Some people never say those words I love you. Like a child, they're longing to be told. I'm the first, the very first to admit it. I'm the first to admit it. But always the last one I know. When something goes right, well, it's likely to lose me. It's apt to confuse me, because it's such an unusual sight. Oh, I can't get used to something so right. Something so right. Something so right. I can't get used to something so right. Can't get used to, no, I can't get used to something so right. I can't get used to something so right. I can't get used to something so right. That's a pretty tune. Paul Simon wrote that song. He's not a bad writer.
See y'all later.
Thanks for coming in. Thank you, guys.
But we're not done yet. You can't leave.
I'm going to change instruments here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I've decided that I'll write some songs with the banjo and the mandolin, and just kind of change things up for me a little bit. I've been accused of graduating from the sad songwriting school of Towns Van Zandt, but that's not true.
That's okay. I like that school.
So this one's about the bad Texas weather, but I'm going to pep it up a little bit here like a bluegrass tune. It's called We Better Run. Another clap of thunder shook the house. The water's rising. We need to get out. I don't know, but I've been told it's bad like this 100 years ago. We better run, we better run. Lord have mercy, we better run. Oh, we better run, we better run. Pray while you're moving, we better run. There's a twister coming across the sky. When it touches down, we can't hide. We can stand here and shake and cry, or we can outrun our time to die. We better run, we better run. Lord have mercy, we better run. Oh, we better run, we better run. Pray while you're moving, we better run. When Mother Nature ain't feeling well, and all the Texas weather all goes to hell, it ain't the time to say we're done. It's time to go. We better run. We better run. We better run. Lord have mercy. We better run. Oh, we better run. We better run. Pray while you're moving, we better run.
Mandolins are the best. This is a song I wrote called Higher Ground, trying to reach for some. Another poem that made its way to song. See the echoing halls in me where I can rise. Throw a little hope, light love out into the sky. The sunrise and the mist roll down. And reach for sand and sand. The high ground. Should always try to take a swim in a river. We should always try to take a time and listen. Sometimes we had to swim deep down into our own darkness. Go down so low to our blind spots, begin to see.
Probably get really close here to time to your song, and I'll do one. I think we'll be done.
Perhaps I have, perhaps I've seen the greatest vision inside of me. Maybe I was afraid to let it out. Now I'm no longer in doubt. I found the strength. I found the key. Unlock the door, keeping me inside of me. Feels so good, I wanna shout that I am longer in doubt. Now I know what I can do, what it means to thy own self be true. Everything seems so clear. Why I was born, the reason why I'm here. Out of the shadows comes the light. When I'm lost, I'm gonna fight the good fight. Yes, I am. Maybe I was afraid to let it out. Now I am longer in doubt. Now I know what I can do, what it means to thine own self be true. Everything seems so clear. Why I was born, the reason why I'm out of the shadows comes the light. Gonna win or lose, I'm gonna fight the good fight. Yes, I am. Maybe I was afraid to let it out. Now I am no longer in doubt. Thank you. And I'd like to thank Rickey Jean for having me out tonight.
Having you two out just makes it so much fun.
It seems like it went fast.
Yeah. I guess I'll do one more song here, and we'll all eat something maybe. Well, first time we sang this song, me and my duet partner, Denise Owen, we were down at the Sons of Herman Hall. And after we sang this song, and people didn't believe that I had written it. And I said, well, it's because Denise sang it so good. So if there's any other women out there that want to record this song, Heather, you know, this would be a really good song to go out there and record. It's called Love's Lonesome Shoes, and how I came up with this idea is someone said to me one time, that person is so unlucky in love, they're walking around in love's lonesome shoes. Well, you don't say those kind of things to a songwriter, do you? I've heard it said we all have someone. True love is out there somewhere, but our hearts live with the doubts as we wonder, how will it all turn out? When the love you're in is not the one you love, and your heart holds on after giving up, your heart asks, why does love have this pain? It gets hard to tell, is this love or hate? Just like a stranger who's always passing through, just like a prisoner who's falsely accused. It's not a role anyone would choose, walking in love's lonesome shoes. Many times when a good love dies, someone is left with all that time to cry, leaving a heart so broken inside, afraid to love again, never willing to try. Just like a stranger who's always passing through, just like a prisoner who's falsely accused. It's not a role anyone would choose, walking in love's lonesome shoes. It's not a role anyone would choose, walking in love's lonesome shoes. Walking in love's lonesome shoes. Gene Wright.
Heather Hatchett.
Joe Milton.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Y'all come back now.